kitchen. Thank you for joining me, and today's recipe is from my 4 Seasons Ninja Foodie cookbook, and in there you'll find the full list of ingredients. And if you need any of the equipment that I use during the recipe, then just go over to my website and it'll be linked on my accessories page for you. I really hope you enjoy this recipe. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button for me, and if you're new to Susannah's Kitchen, then subscribe to my channel for new weekly content. I'd love to see some of your creations, so don't forget to add them to my Facebook group and tag me in on my social media platforms. The links are all down below in my description. So I think we've got everything covered. Let's start cooking. I'm making my version of pad thai. So this has got all the flavours of pad thai, but I like to mix up the vegetables I put in. So it's not particularly traditional, but it's got all of the flavours, and we're making it in the Ninja Foodie, and I think you'll find it's absolutely delicious. So we're going to start off by prepping our sauce. So I'm just going to put everything into this little bowl here. I need to start with a tablespoon of soy sauce. Now these quantities are going to be feeding 2 of us tonight. So tablespoon of soy sauce. If you need it to be gluten-free, then use a tamari. Then a tablespoon of honey. It's going to add a nice bit of sweetness. And then I use sweet chili sauce in my pad thai. Let's try and get the rest of that honey off quickly. And you want 2 tablespoons of sweet chili sauce. I'm more or less at the end of this one, but I have got another. Might be a little bit short. And then we just want a smaller amount of fish sauce, the equivalent of about a teaspoon, sorry, not a tablespoon, a teaspoon, so less fish sauce. And then the last thing to go in is the juice of a lime. And that balances it out really, really well. And as you can see, we've got a decent amount of sauce there, ready to go to pour in when we've done our cooking. We're going to be adding garlic and ginger to this separately as well, so it's going to have tons of flavour. So I'm just getting the pot heated up on SEAR and SAUTE. I've got a little bit of oil in the bottom there. Got my chicken all sliced up, so rather than diced into chunks, I've got it in slices. So let's put that in, and I'm going to add in my ginger. This is going to taste the best if you use some fresh garlic. You can use between 2 to 4 cloves, depending on how much garlic you like. You probably know if you've watched my other videos, I don't use loads of fresh garlic. So I'm using some garlic granules. Not because I don't like garlic, it just doesn't like me, unfortunately. Okay, so let's get that chicken cooked. Got those garlic granules giving that a bit of flavour, and just cook off that ginger with it. With this recipe, I'm going to be purely using the SEAR and SAUTE for it. So I think that works best with this type of recipe. There's, of course, there's various ways that you could make this, but this is just how I like to do it in my Ninja Foodie. Already the smell is incredible in the kitchen because I've got that sauce next to me, which I know is going to have bags of flavour because it smells so good. Plus, obviously, the garlic and ginger in here are now warming up, and they are smelling great. Now, I like to put in the vegetables that are going to take the longest to cook first. So I've got some baby corn here. Now I just bought a stir-fry mix of vegetables. You can put in whatever veg you like. I'm using bean sprouts as well because they're pretty traditional in a pad thai. But let's get in some of this harder green veg as well, just to get that going. I've cut up everything very finely so things won't take too long to cook. I try and keep things moving because I want a pretty high heat here. But of course I don't want everything to kind of catch too much or burn. Next thing that's going in is I've got some red cabbage. There you go. I've also got left some carrot, some spring onions, and then my bean sprouts. But I'm going to put those in a little while. This recipe really is one of those where it takes just minutes to cook this.
So I'm going to go in now with my carrot and my spring onion. I'm going to save a little bit of the spring onion back as a garnish. And let's get the bean sprouts in as well. Let's keep things moving in the pot. Don't really want to turn the temperature down. We are catching a tiny bit, but I think we are okay, to be honest. I like that high heat in there because we're trying to kind of stir fry this, aren't we? So we turn it down, it's just all going to kind of, you know, boil. Okay, that is looking really good. That should just need a minute or so. So we're going to be adding rice noodles into this. So I'm cooking those separately. The next thing to go in is going to be to scramble our eggs and cook those in the bottom here. So all I do is push everything to one side. Find that's probably the easiest. Sometimes you can make a little well in the middle. That works as well generally. And let's get our eggs in this side. I think I'm going to need a tiny little bit of oil just on this side. Let's get those eggs in. And I'm just going to keep those moving and get that cooked. My noodles are almost ready. So then once this is done, we can get our noodles in and our sauce in. And then we are more or less ready to go. Just a few little garnishes for this lovely dish. Once I get to that point, I then stir it all the way through all of those vegetables and chicken. Tip in my noodles, which are cooked. And these are like a flat sort of pad thai rice noodle. Stir those through. They do sort of tend to stick together a little bit, so you kind of have to cut them up slightly just to make sure that everything's well combined. I'm going to turn off the sear and saute because there is more than enough heat in here now. And let's get that gorgeous sauce all over our pad thai. And for me, it's the sauce that makes all the difference. Good noodles as well. And that's going to heat up extremely quickly in there. So we are ready to serve. Here it comes. Gorgeous pad thai made in the Ninja Foodie. I'm really looking forward to giving this a try tonight. Looks so nice, doesn't it? All that's left to do is garnish that with some extra spring onions on top, a couple of little wedges of lime so we can squeeze that over, and then a sprinkling of chopped peanuts. I absolutely love the texture of the peanuts on top. Don't miss that stage. It's absolutely delicious. I really hope you've enjoyed the recipe. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more. And if you wish to purchase any of my cookbooks with delicious recipes just like this one, then head over to my website, which is www.susannaskitchen.uk.